Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Cool Creations, and today I am working on the Iron Crafters Challenge, which was fabric, trim, and string. I'm also using the Scrap-A-Sketch week 160 sketch, so that will be up in the top corner. And I am, of course, using my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I started off by using my spin and trim to try to get some larger circles, and I did end up having to use a die to cut this one out. It just wouldn't work. And so what I did end up doing, because obviously I have way more than 3 photos, is I ended up putting my sets of photos onto purple cardstock so that they were grouped together. I then really wanted to use up these fabric felt doilies, and that is my Iron Crafters piece for this layout. I love the colors of them, but I just had 4 randomly. No idea where they came from. I've had them for years, and so that's what I ended up with. So I fussed a bit trying to get my photos in the right spot to kind of sit with these circles, just because I have so many photos on this page. There are 7 photos on a 12 by 12 in a specific configuration, and it was ridiculous trying to get them down. Now, I did get them down, and then it looked crooked to me. And so I ended up trying to fix it, and I peeled it all up, and then it stuck down again. And then I had to take it straight off so that I could figure out where I went wrong and why it was not straight. So I eventually got that sorted, and then I could create my 3 clusters. And the ephemera that I'm using are just homemade created leaves that I stamped and used in another layout for my Stampin' Stencil Savvy. And so I had leftovers and decided the colors worked perfectly, so I would use them up. Now, these are just photos of my kids at the park playing in the baseball diamond in a mound of sand. There was a mound of sand in the middle of the baseball diamond, probably to spread it out and make it thicker. And they thought it was a castle, and they decided that was going to be their thing for the day. So to get these felt doilies down, I just used a ton of liquid glue, and they stuck really well. And then, of course, because I wanted my photo over top of one of them, I had to use little foamy backs to get my photo to sit flat. And then, of course, I left a gap in the middle, and so the photo sort of collapsed. So I had to fill that in. And once I got my 3 pieces down, then I started to work on my title. Now, my daughter is wearing a hoodie that says, "I'm really a unicorn." And my son is wearing a hoodie that says, "I'm a dinosaur." And they're the cutest hoodies that I've ever seen. I found them at Walmart, and they were only like $10 each or something like that. So they wore them until they didn't fit them anymore. And I think I got a solid 3 years out of them. But they loved them because her hood had a little unicorn horn, and his had little dino spines going down the back of it. So it was adorable. I decided I wanted to spray these alpha letters that I had, and I wanted it to be purple but also shiny. And so I ended up using the Dylusions Laid Back Lilac as the purple, and the Distress Mica Stain Frozen Fog as the shine. And I got this beautiful distressed type look. And I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. You can't see it too well on screen, but you can absolutely see it in person. It is so shimmery and so shiny, and I love the way that it turned out. So once I got all my little bits and pieces down, I decided it needed some more word phrases. And word phrases are what I use when I don't really want to use ephemera. And so I just decided, you know what? I've got 3 felt doilies. I'm going to fill them with word phrases and create clusters that way. So I added some really shiny, shimmery enamel dots, and that's about it. So please don't forget to check out Scrap-A-Sketch. If you go to the website, you can get 10% off by using my discount code HOLLY10 at checkout. And please check out the playlist for the Iron Crafters Challenge, as well as checking out the How to Kill a Kit playlist. And thank you so much for spending your time with me today.